trigonometry, coordinate geometry immediately start. Then applied maths comes. So this you get, this is the combined maths first paper. Combined maths paper 1. Right, still they are getting 100, separate marks, but finally they will get 200 reduced to 100 divided by 2. That's the only issue. Syllabus also massive, right? And now, like according to now this AI and all, even medicine now they say maths is compulsory now. I'm teaching in some schools. They are also like all the students joining. London actually commerce students anyway they join commerce, biology anyway. Maths is like the compulsory subject. Now medicine students even they are joining for maths class because maths like now Monash University and they have done some programs there in schools. They said even you are doing medicine you need maths. Now some students, Malaysia students, Malaysian, Dubai, some students joining for my online classes. There are medicine students there, university students, because they have added this maths syllabus. So maths is like now compulsory. So your selection is good. Maths you need now even this what in like commerce field even you need mathematics now. So that's like compulsory. So better you learn. It's like not tough, but you have to practice. Maths is the practice. So combined maths first paper is comprised of part A. We call it short question paper. No MCQs like chemistry, physics, ICT. Short question paper. Part B essay questions. Right now, in my FAQ tag attaching the past website, but these like the foundation course. These we can't figure out in the error paper exactly this is the question. These all mixed class. So only this tune past website not attached. All the other units past website attached. So in my theory class, this is the theory class. I am doing theories plus completing the full past paper set. Paper class starting in like another 7 months time. That is like this April, most probably next year January. Paper class I am doing these all 45 units. You are getting 45 papers from this. Unit papers and term test papers and full papers like papers. Past papers don't worry, that is I am taking to the theory class. So after completing every unit, I am completing the full past. You can check with seniors 2000 to 2025 you can do 26 even all full past website covering the this. So then even though you are not joining paper class, it's not big issue if you just want like seeing like theory class even enough because past website complete. But if you want maths BA very rare, maths BA high results, my advice better join the paper class because then timing and all you can improve. Right? But that's not a must. This is the must theory class. Applied maths you keep 3 books, and usually students if you want to write down all algebra in one book, then the thing is this like this you need like 800 CR pages. 800 pages you don't have. Or 200 into 4 books better. So then you can put volume 1, volume 2, volume 3, volume 4, algebra big in the syllabus. So 204 pages, those all I am sending, those details. Trigonometry 1, 200 page like book enough. So this is like 4 books needed, write-in books. Huh? So coordinate geometry also 1 book needed, but that is square rule. Calculus 400, so 2 books of this. So then if you are buying 200 pages books, 4 here, 1 here, 2 here. So that is 4, 1, 2, 7. This is square rule 1, 8. 8 write-in books here. So applied maths you have, I'll put number 5. We are starting with statics. That is 2 volumes there. That is 200 pages, 2 books. Dynamics also same.
So 7th book, probability and statistics, this is not pure, not applied. Now in university students, if you select math special and all, then you have these 3 subjects. I mean, pure maths, applied maths and statistics. But now, like some years like 80s and all, this part in the pure maths paper, now that's in the applied paper, but this is not applied. Even though we categorize under applied, this is another subject in university. So you are learning 3 subjects. Now, London A-level students, they are doing pure maths 1, 2, 3, 4. That is equivalent to our full syllabus of PO. This, right? P1 to P4 and M1, M2. That is not fully like some dynamics and statics part there, but not full syllabus covered. This is their mathematics subject in London. They have mathematics subject. So further maths they are taking by drop-in chemistry. Further maths. So if you are definitely going planning to apply engineering, further maths and physics needed. Further maths they have further maths 1, further maths 2, further maths 3, and stat 1, stat 2, either M3 or decision maths. So these are the 13 books in London A-levels. You have to cover 12 books if you are dropping chemistry. So if you are taking 2 subjects out of 3 from maths, that opportunity you don't have in local maths. Local maths you have only maths 1 subject, right? London A-level you can take maths 2 subjects. This one everyone doing. This one few students doing in schools. This is a choice. So then there are 13 textbooks. If you are taking 2 subjects, but 1 subject only 6. So most students what they are writing, doing is my students, they are learning combined maths syllabus. Combined maths is the best syllabus, covering a lot. Then you can easily now say you are writing the paper in August students, January or next year May, without coming for my London A-level classes, papers, marking schemes, all there in the internet. You can download and do this maths practice, combined maths practice enough to get high result in London maths. Because our maths getting bit like tough, like the question is you have to figure out well. That's why we are doing so many paper classes. But London maths, if you know the knowledge, you can directly get, so most students, my students, they are getting qualified in both. So in later if you want to apply to some foreign universities, local maths, they are giving equal points, that's highly rated. But if local maths, if you can't score very high result, best thing learn local maths, get whatever you are getting and sit for London maths and get through that also, then you double qualified. Those all you can later decide. Right, so this is what we are going to plan. Now this one no need to, these statics and statistics different students. No need to copy even. I am sending the full syllabus. All 45 units sending under these topics. So that no need to copy. I just give some introduction. So we'll start then students without wasting time. Algebra because big syllabus to cover. No? Here and there when we get time we'll do that O-level test and practice our simplifications. Right? Okay, so then you start algebra. Take this book for algebra and put unit 1. Unit 1 is this algebraic applications. Take this book as algebra book and put unit 1 algebraic applications. This one no need to copy students. Here you can type, students who join online, you can type if any issue there. You can hear, no? Hear well here. Sounds and all okay. Video quality, all fine, no students? You can type here. Right, so we are starting. So you send your number to my number, then I can send you all the details, syllabus and all. Right, we'll start then. Algebra first unit. This one okay? Okay, put unit 1, algebraic applications. There you are learning so many tricks. Now in every batch students, I put rule numbers. Now these 7 books, 45 units, when completing the syllabus, rules, new rules you learned, you are collecting 550 around. Now last few batches, exactly I did 550. But sometimes this is bit confusing when putting numbers. So for a change, for your batch, I thought of not putting numbers. You check seniors. I put every day, now rule number 1, rule number 2, and finally when syllabus covered, 550 rules there, right? So it's automatically, eventually it will add up to that. New rules you are learning, right? So you are very comfortable in any calculation. Now maths is the thing in future students. According to now these new things with AI and all, maths you need to do programming, anything to understand. So this I thought for a change for this batch, I'm not going to put rule numbers, but whenever you figure out this is a new thing, new rule, you just highlight and keep. Finally, you can collect and see it will be this amount. Because I won't miss any rule. I can remember all 550 rules. So then every batch I put numbers. Now this batch now finish 2026 batch. They put today the last number 151 rule number. 2025 batch, now their syllabus almost over. They are in some 400 something. Last few units, it will give the other balance. Right. So then we'll start first unit. So you can see you are collecting now, and the A-level technique students, even though we are going to learn so many rules, we have only one technique. This is the best part of maths. First principles. We are not forcing anything. We are not going to say, this is the rule, so you take it, you memorize. No. First principles means, now you know O-levels, no? From O-level rules, we are going to build up. That's how that 550 collecting. We are not going to force anything. This you know in O-levels, we are proving a rule depending on this. So after learning, like after 2-3 days here, you know like around 20 rules like. After 2 months like, you be in like some 60 rules here. Then no need to go this far. Any earlier rule you can apply and get this. So one technique there, everything we are not forcing, we are like showing how this comes. Right now to get some idea about the first unit. First unit is all most of tricks, they are calculation tricks. So unit 1, that is algebraic applications. This is like the foundation course. First, now there are students, we have 12 sections. 12 sections. First section is expansions. Binomial expansions. What's the meaning of binomial? You have any idea? Binomial. Binomial, trinomial, monomial, like that there. Binomial means what? Two terms, right? Okay, now, can you remember students, a plus b to the power 0, what's the answer? 2 terms, no? 1, right? A plus b to the power 1, what's the answer? A plus b. A plus b to the power 2, what's the answer? Very good. Okay. A plus b to the power 3. Now you can see features. Now maths, the best thing is first principles. All like patterns. In maths you are learning patterns. Now you can see some patterns there. 0 power, 1 term. 1 more. Power 1 are 2 terms. 1 more. Power 2, 3 terms. 1 more. Power 3, 4 terms. Power 4, 5 terms. 1 feature. That's why I said all patterns in maths. And see, A starting with maximum, reducing, decreasing. B increasing. Finally, no A, B only. Like some features there. But some 2, number 2 there. That's the confusing part. This one, can you remember? 3A, B squared, B cube. See that pattern? Power 3, there are 4 terms. A starting with maximum, then A decreasing. Power 3, power 2, power 1, power 0 means it's not there. B, when A start to decrease, B introduce. See, these all maths means patterns. Addition, same number. Addition, number same. Only confusing part is, we don't know how this number comes. That's the only issue. So if I ask A plus B to the power 4 students, you will manage, apart from that number, other terms you will manage. Just we'll leave blank for the number. That number is called coefficient. You tell me the pattern. A4. Next, number, forget about. Okay. Okay. Right. Now, A plus B, 5 can, 5 also we'll see. A5. A4B, try to improve your timing. Say fast. A cube, B squared, then A square, B cube, then AB4, B5. Because you didn't answer well, I thought of writing another one. Now, improve timing and tell me fast. A6, A5B, just say A5B enough. A4B2, then? Good. Very good. Right. B6. That means, students, power 10 even we can write down. We found a pattern. That is what, that's those patterns and rules if you connect 550 there. A10, right? So then B, then main issue now, okay, now that's the difference between O-level teaching and A-level teaching. O-level teaching, they said you memorize this, but technique missing. A-level teaching, we are teaching the technique and you can see no limitations. No limitations. No need to stop at 3. O-level, you need to stop here. A-level, we are teaching the technique. You can get anything. Now the issue is these ones. These one students, one mathematician, Pascal, he was a chess player also, he found a special pattern to put this. Now, if someone put like found a method, all the other mathematicians doing what? They are checking. Now, if the found method is a perfect method, that is no issues there, other mathematicians not trying to find in errors in that. That's how this maths building up. Now say Pascal found a method. Other mathematicians found this some issues there in this because time consuming, you can't directly move to a line, you have to build up order. So some issues they found. If someone found a super method, no one even trying to challenge it. That's how this maths building up. They found, okay, nice, but issues there. If you directly want A plus B is 7, you have to refer the earlier lines and reach to that. And what he found is something it depend on previous ones, no practical meaning. Those are the issues in Pascal's method. Pascal found these all coefficients. In few seconds you can build up that, right? But other mathematicians start challenging that because they found two main issues. Because Pascal didn't show this has a meaning in practical. Like real life, this has a meaning he didn't show. And in his method, it's connected. If you want the line 4, you have to depend on line 3. Those are the issues in Pascal's method, right? So then other mathematicians challenged that and they found another method. So I am teaching both the methods. Now this is Pascal's triangle only you need. Now already students, out of 550, I am not going to put numbers for a change for this batch. You found now out of my 550, one rule already you found. What's the rule? So try to memorize and keep, or you can build up some notes. I'll give a note. So when you are expanding binomial, you start the maximum power of A. Then while you are decreasing that, other one introducing, and sum of the powers will match with this. So that feature, that is out of 551 rule. This is the second rule. Either Pascal or the other method used to find the coefficient. So out of 550, already 2 done. Second one now doing Pascal's triangle. Pascal's triangle. He started with this number. 1. 1 for that, power 0. 1, 1. No, not these one, sorry. 1, these are 1, 1. Right? Coefficients of 1, 1. Then what he found is 1 plus 1, 2. 2 corners, 1 and 1. You can see all the time 2 corners, 1 and 1. Middle comes the addition, 1 plus 2, 3, 2 plus 1, 3. Method nice, but time consuming. 1 plus 3, 4, 3 plus 3, 6, 3 plus 1, 4, 1, 1. Right? And here, 1 plus 4, 5, 10, 10, 5, 1. We have that? No. So then, here we can put these numbers 1, see 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. 1, 5, 10, 10, 5, 1. Like that you can build up. Right? But you need to write down this, but it will take only few seconds. So still you can apply Pascal, no issue, because it will take only few seconds. And now I said about the disadvantages. No? What are the disadvantages in Pascal? It's time consuming because you have to refer the previous line to write down the current line. And you can get the answer, but you have no feeling. I mean, you won't feel that number because no practical meaning there. Those are the disadvantages. Advantages, what in Pascal, the whole line you are getting in few seconds. So one method's advantages are the other method's disadvantages. So if I say this method's advantage is you are getting the whole line at once, that means other method you won't get that feature. Other method you have to work for every single one. But they found it's independent, not dependent. It's independent and you have a meaning. Those are the advantages in the second method. But disadvantage, you have to do some calculations for each number, right? This one, advantage is you can get all at once. Like that, students, for the practice, you can build up to 10 tute also there are that, but don't refer the tute. Now, like when you are learning, students, in A level, I'll tell you in the first day, most important part is when I'm explaining something, you have to concentrate, don't write anything, right? If you are concentrating, you are writing here. Now, what you have learned up to O levels, while teacher teaching, you are writing. Book nice, this one empty. So when it comes to the exam, all books on the table, you are trying to put, because then only you see actually what teacher taught. Because nothing here. So you have no idea how to store them. But concentrate, you will remember after some years even you will remember this is how this maths teacher started the lesson. This is how he explained. This is how everything will be stored like a film. So then concentrate when I am teaching. When I am say copying, like in O levels, you are very good in copying means teacher teaching, you are looking at the teacher, you are writing. Right? That much you are good in copying. Right? A level copying is not that, students. You now like got the idea, you are writing. Now you know how I build up. You can remember. This, no need to look. So you are writing, time to time you are checking with the board whether you are writing correctly. Not like every single thing looking, writing, looking, that is not A-level learning, right? So you try to improve those things, students, then because otherwise this big syllabus, you can't take all the books, like so many big books there. Now I said number of books, you can't put them to your head, and if you put in that manner, it won't long. Next day after the exam, again you can't remember anything. Now that I'll tell you now, O levels you have done. No? See what will happen after a few months' time. You can't remember anything in O levels. Right? History everyone got no 40 out of 40 this time, no? 39 out of 40. I heard like that. Many got like that. So, but after a few months' time, you can't remember anything history, like because the the things your learning patterns you have to change. Right now, students, this is what Pascal found. So we can build up like that, but disadvantages there. See the other method. This is one method. Other method, second method. So you have to build up this up to 10, Pascal's triangle. This is we are using to find coefficients. These are called coefficients. Coefficient is the front number. To find coefficients, this is the first method. This is the first method. So there's a second method. Challenge in this method, second method. But if they found a super method, students, every feature this there, then we are not going to teach this. Why we are teaching this? Some features good in this. Whole line you are getting in one shot you are getting. This method you have to work. But this method also good features there. What? Independent and meaning. You have a meaning. Now you don't know what's the meaning of this. He couldn't explain that. But actual stories, he actually after figuring out this, now that's how all we are teaching, but actual story, Pascal even realized some weak points in his method, and he actually helped to improve this method. That's the real story, right? Now second method is called combination method. Combination method. Now, if I ask what's your combination in A levels, you will say mathematics. One will say mathematics, physics, and ICT. Another one will say physics, mathematics, ICT. So, if I use the word combinations, that means what is not needed? Order. Now, if I say combination, you don't need to say first mathematics, second physics, third ICT. You can say in any order, right? Now say, in a match, if asked, what's your combination today? In cricket match, say, what's your combinations today? He can say, I'm going with this time, 6 batters, 5 bowlers. So wicket keeper anyway included as a batter, right? Batsman. So then, now you can't see like in any country, wicket keeper can't bat. Wicket keeper is the best person to judge the ball because he is staying all the time behind the wicket and he see all the movements. So every team, wicket-keeper means a batsman and probably is the best batsman. So if I ask combination, one can say this time we are going with 6-5 combination. 6 batters, 5 bowlers. Or 7-4. 7 batters, 4 bowlers. Some are like all-rounders. They are occupying the 5th bowler's work. So like that, combination means no need to say order. So combination method. Combination method is these students. Now I'll take this one. I'll take 4 pens. Why 4 pens means I am in here. 4 pens means I am explaining the power 4. Right? Now I am going to explain this without depending on previous ones. Right? Without depending on these, because that's the disadvantage. Without depending on these, I am going to explain these 4 and I am going to explain the meaning. Now say this. Pascal failed in that. I have 4. Now my first question. When I am doing these selections, I have 5 ways. So learning is not copying. Just listen what I'm saying. It's like a film. It will show, right? So then to select these 4, I have 5 ways. What are the 5 ways? Not selecting any. I don't want any. That is one. Right? I want all. That is one. I want one. That is another one. I want 2. I want 3. 5 ways there. That's why 5 terms there. What are the ways? Selecting nothing, selecting 1, selecting 2, selecting 3, selecting all 4. 5. That's why 5 comes. See the combination explanation. Selecting means combinations means C. NCR. In the calculator, you have a button NCR. Now, London A-level students, they are not super in calculating. There you can see NCR button there. You can see in this color. Now say they are good in calculator. Works. Now say I want, I'll get from the cal. They are just getting that. They don't have these methods. When we are teaching London, because they have the calculator, we are not going to teach deep in maths. Right? Because they have the calculator, even though like we tried to explain them these deep ones, they are not interested because they will say, no sir, we have the calculator. We can get no, right? But the thing is, you don't have the calculator. You don't have a formula sheet. They are getting a formula sheet. They are getting the calculator. You have what? Only this. Got it? So you are taking only this. They are taking this and the formula sheet. You are taking only this. So then you need to know maths deep. So that advantage is in the university and all, like you are like very good compared to London students because they can't do anything without the calculator. Right? So then that's a very good choice. But according to like the results and all, these all comfortable, London A-level easy. Little to do for the teachers doing little, students doing like in London A-levels, teachers doing little, but local A-levels, you have to do a lot. London A-levels, no, sorry, other way around. No, London local A-levels, we are doing actually teacher doing a lot. Students also should do a lot. You have to memorize and all. So combination is NCR. N is the number here. Out of 4, I have explained, you have 5 ways. Out of 4, this is what? Out of 4, selecting nothing. This is out of 4, selecting 1. So meaning there, if I typed this one, out of 4, selecting 2. See, if I type 4C2, answer will come 6. 4, shift and this C typed 2, answer 6. Right? 4C2, 6. But for you, I am teaching how this comes. 4C2, how to get 6, I am teaching. For them, no need to teach, they have the calculator. This is 4C3. Out of 4, how to select 3. Out of 4, how to select 4. How many ways? Now, first I'll explain practical way, but this practical way, you can't do in the exam. You should have a mathematical way. Now see practical way, you will say these numbers. Out of 4, I am selecting nothing, one way. Selecting nothing, no, that's the method. Out of 4, selecting 1. I can select blue, green, red, black, one of them. So answer should be 4. 4C1 answer should be 4. How many ways there are to select 1 when 4 given? Yes, 4. How many ways there are to get 2? See, these 2, 1, 2, 3. 2, 4, this is 4th way. 5th, this is the 6th. Getting idea? Selecting 2, no, these 2, 1, these 2, 2, 3, then 4, 5, 4, sorry. Wait, yeah. 1, 2, no, 1, 2, 3, then 4, 5, then 6, right? That is 6. 4C3. 4C3 will be 4. Say these 3, 1, 2, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. With this still, all 3 with this, then this 4, right? 4. Right? 4C3 should be 4. But practically students, now say in a cricket team with the reserve, now say 12 players name. In the morning, after checking the pitch and all, when TV commentator asks from the captain, after the toss and all, last moment you can name the team. That's chance there in cricket. So then 12 players named. Everyone knows about 12 players with the reserve. But we don't know exactly what's the combination going to play. Right? So few minutes before the start only we will know, today this 11 will play. Everyone will announce with the reserve. So in TV commentator, when asked from the captain, what's your combination today? So TV commentator want to know out of 12, which 11 going to play? So he asked the question, 12C11. 12C11. He asked, out of 12, which 11 going to play? But no captain will list 11 names. Captain will say, today account the pitch, we are going with 7-4. It seems good for the batters. No point of putting 5 bowlers. Anyway, the other side will score. We are going with 7-4 and trying to put the maximum total in the on the board and trying to get rid of, trying to reduce them. So that is something he will say. If asked what's your combination, he will say, this player today. Asked 12C11, he answered 12C1. Why? Always students, 4C3. Selecting 3 will be equivalent to not selecting 1. We 4C3, why this answer is symmetric, equal? 4C3, selecting 3 is equivalent to selecting 1, or that is not selecting 1. The same thing. Right? So then this symmetry there. So even though this second method, you have to calculate each and every one, actually no need to calculate 2 corners because always 1. Selecting all also 1, selecting nothing also 1. So always these 2 1. And always this number will be this. So very limited calculation there. We are saying the disadvantage of this method is you have to calculate each and every one, but see practically always 1 and 1 in the corner. This one always comes this number, the very next second one. And this one only calculation needed. After that, symmetry. Like the mirror image, these same comes. See this one? First one always 1. This one always this number. Only you need calculations for this. And we know 6 numbers there. Mirror image start after 3 then. 5 there, this won't repeat. Mirror image comes these 2. 2 and 2 on 2 sides. Equal amount to mirror image means 6 there. Even for this number 5, you are doing only this calculation. Then repeat. So that's the lesson. You can either select that, Pascal, or this. Right? Okay, we'll now make the note. Right. Okay, start. You are writing like this. The headings, 12 sections, first section, binomial expansion, that's all. And you copy up to your all. And in a side say, in O levels. In O levels you learned up to that. After that only you have doubt. Up to that copy. Right, then write down, students, those features we figured out. Everyone got no up to this. Then write down note, first one. In a binomial expansion, this feature, if power is n, you will get n plus 1 terms. Now the second feature, starts with a to the power n, starts with n, then while decreasing the power of a, increase the power of b. Therefore, terms will be, in commas you write down like this. Finally, this. So this you are writing, students. Terms will be an minus 1 b to the power 1, an minus 2 b square. Finally, a1 bn minus 1 and bn. This is the outcome finally. A decreasing, B increasing, finally no A. A start with A decreasing, B introduce. B increasing, A decreasing. Finally, only B. This one before the last. Right. Write down in a new para. The only issue is figuring out coefficients. For that, there are two methods. Write down method 1, Pascal's triangle. Okay, you complete the students now. You start first one in the middle of the page, and if you have room in this writing page, if you have room, you build up to 10. But if you don't have that much lines there, you stop somewhere before, like up to 6 or anywhere you stop. If you have room, you build up to 10. But make sure first one you keep in the middle and don't leave big gaps, because you have to go for like it's expanding in both ways. But keep a fair gap, otherwise it's not clear. Right. Now students, second method. And if you have any doubt, you check with the your numbers. If you have doubt, right, there are no students, first page that this is there. See, because with this you can manage. Right now students, second method. Write down second method means combination method. Write down R, NCR, like this manner you write. C is big, N and R small, they are in these two corners, up and down. NCR stands for selecting R items out of N distinct items. Always NC0 is 1, NCN is 1. Therefore, at two ends, it's 1. So, nothing to calculate. This feature there. Always selecting nothing or selecting everything comes 1 practically. Therefore, no need any calculation. If you are following second method even, you can 1 and 1. Second term, that is NC1. First term NC0, no, selecting nothing, no. Selecting 1 is the second term. Second term, that is NC1, is N. That's why power comes for the next position. Second position, always power comes. Calculations needed, then write down, calculations needed only for NC2 onwards. So first calculations comes in NC2, selecting 2. Calculations needed only for NC brackets third term onwards. NC2 represents third term. Third term is the first calculation part. Right, then next dot, write down next part. Then use symmetry to figure out other coefficients. Calculations needed only for third term, that is NC2. So I have mentioned 4 points, students. Always two corners 1. Second term, that is NC1 is always N. Calculations needed for NC2 onwards. Last thing we are writing. Then use symmetry. Coefficients. Right. Then write that technique. You don't have a calculator, no? See the technique. Write down. London students have the calculator technique. You should have some other technique. Technique NC2 is n minus 1, 2 into 1. Right? First, now stop writing. NC3 is write down three numbers from n divided by three numbers starting from 3. This is the technique. Once you practice, you can do this in mind. Now say you want 4C2. Write down this much numbers starting from 4, divide by this much numbers starting from 2. So answer 6. This one say you want 10C3. 10C3. Write down this much numbers. So 10C3 you need say. Or 10C2 will start. 10C2 is what? Write down this much numbers starting from 10. 10. What are the top numbers? 10 into 9. Down. Always starting from this up to 1. So the answer 45. Try students 10C3. What? 10 into 9 into 8. 3 numbers starting from 10. Down always 3, 2, 1. So you can cancel and get 120. Now keep this one. Now we are going to expand others. Now don't write a plus b 4. You can use that technique, but I am going to write down this second method. See my method. A4. This is what you learned today. Right. Now students, right? Tell me this one what? Without doing any calculation, 1. This one? This one? 4. Very good. First calculation start writing 2 numbers. In notation it's 4C. 4C what? 4C2. Notation, that's the third term. Those nothing needed. First calculation start. Write down. After that symmetry. See, another 2 to go. We know 2. What are the ones? 1. Right. Now, ask 3 to go. Then what this? 3 to go. Symmetry. 3 done, 3 to go. What? I mean, no need calculations. 3 done, 45. We'll write down one more. So everywhere, students, for 1 second, students. Formula. Wait, I didn't get this. Last one. Yes, yes. Right. Sorry, I made a mistake. Very good. He concentrated because this 5C2, no? So 5C2 means you are writing from 5 2 numbers, this one. Okay, thank you. Then A4, B2, A2, B4, AB5, B6. Okay, we'll start. 1. Can we repeat or another one needed for calculation? Another one. Right now, students, this notation no need even. So then you have dividing by what? 3 into 2 into 1. So then cut. Answer what? 20. Right? Other one, symmetry. What are the numbers? Yes? 6, 1. Okay. Now this is the plan, students. This is the plan. You write down now this and you show these calculations. Right? O-level knowledge this, no, now A-levels. And you give a try after finish copying up to this. You give a try after completing A plus B 7. You give a try. Okay. Start copying. Now I said start copying, but no need to copy exactly this. You keep in mind and you can do time to time, you can check. This, and you give a try this. This notation, no need even. You can see the pattern when writing. And students, if you learn in this manner, no need to study during exams because you are learning in the class. Up to O levels, you didn't learn. You learned only like when close to the exam only. You knew what are the things teacher taught because you just copied. Finish, students. Finish. Who's HFC Bumblebee? Ah, you know me? No. I'm there in the London section. Right, A plus B 7 students. Check your answer. A7, A6B, A5B square, A4B3, A3B4, A2B5, AB6, B7. Now students, power 7 means 8, no? Now earlier we thought this method's disadvantage is we have to put all 8 numbers. But see actually calculation. Okay, we'll start students. This one, check your answers. This is 7. This one you start the calculations. Wait students, is this 21? Yes. This one 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 35. After this, so out of 8, only 2 done the calculations. Now what's the next? Huh? 35. Because 4 done, 4 to go. No. Then from this you have to start repeating. Sometimes you are not taking that and repeating. Not taking this and repeating. 2 here, 2 here. But here, 3 here, another 3 to go. So then this one, 21, 7, 1. Very good. All are good, right? And students, yeah, usually I am adding screenshots to the group, but we don't have a group today, not formed. No? So, no point that now if when a student comes next day, but you can't get no any idea here. Anyway, I'll take. I'll form a group and add. Right, now, first thing done. Right, now students, we'll see what will happen. What will happen if, apart from Pascal coefficients, if you have some other coefficients here, right? Then the calculations will be little tough. Now again you concentrate. Now out of 550 students, I know I have done 2, right? Like that eventually it will be the total. So for a change, for this batch I'm not putting 550, but always like I'm covering the same thing. If you put your note, you can highlight, like you can see like those new things you learn. So today you learn 2 new things. One is that if power is n, number of terms n plus 1, decrease in, increase in one box. Then the other box you can box that 2 methods they are Pascal and this, those are the other 2 things. Right, so then now we are going to learn when initial coefficients also exist. Pascal coefficients anyway comes, no? Right, see this. Right, now we'll see Now in question numbers, we did students 6. We did expand 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. No, we did 7. Now 8. Eighth one, say you have 2x plus 3y to the power 4. Now first get the idea, then start copying. Now if you found anything not familiar, you should read what you are familiar. You are familiar a plus b is 4, not 2x plus 3y is 4. So you read a and b but put these two, right? That's the technique. So you are writing, you are reading, you are not reading this is 2x plus 3y to the power 4. You are reading a plus b to the power 4. A to the power 4, a to the power 3. That's the first principle technique. B to the power 1, a to the power 2, b to the power 2, a to the power 1, b to the power 3, then b to the power 4. Thank you. Right. Hurry. Now, when initial coefficients there, sometimes you may forget Pascal coefficient. So write down like this and put 1 there, 4 there. So after writing few, you are not showing the calculations even. Next one, 4 into 3 over 2 into 1, 6. 4, 1, right? Now students in A levels, they are in your PO paper, you won't get 100 marks, you are getting 1000 marks. In that 1000 marks, all you can see in the marking scheme, 5s. No 1s, no 2s, no 3s, no 4s, 5 or 0. That's the A level technique, marking system. 5 they are if everything perfect. If one thing wrong, they should give 4, no, never. 2 things wrong, they should give 3, no, never. That's how local A level marking. London A level, if 5 marks allocated, if one thing wrong, they are giving 4 and 3. Local, 5 or 0. So either you do perfectly, otherwise you skip that. If you are doing errors, one error even full marks gone. That's why you should know how to do it perfectly. Now, this theory, this one students, you are getting out of 25, 154, that rule 1. Rule 1 is what? If power 4, there are 5 terms, increasing, decreasing, that thing 5 theory marks. Other 5 method mark. Method mark for the second thing. That coefficient thing, so you scored 10. If you miss out of 6 one term, this 5 gone. In this method, if you have one coefficient wrong, this 5 gone. Right? 10 marks. These 10 marks you are getting out of 1000. That means out of 100, 1 mark already. Today your first lesson, you know how to score in the PO Maths paper 1 mark. 10 means 1. Right? Out of 1000, no? 10. Then out of 100, it will be 1. So now, last answer mark. Sometimes they put like 10 directly or 5, right? That is your simplification. Mainly they have, now we are worried about the answer, no? A-level marking scheme, very small percentage, they are for the answer. Now students worried, students saying, I got the answer. We are not worried about the answer. We think about theory method. Answer we are not worried much. Sometimes answer can get by doing double errors even. Double errors is a famous thing in maths. You do double errors, sometimes answer getting. Right? So then, here when you are expanding students, 2 to the power 4, how much? 16. X to the power 4, x4. Then students, high power thing you give first priority. 2 to the power 3, 8. 8 into 4, no, 8 into 3, 24. 24 into 4. That rough calculation you can do in a rough paper. right? Or do it in mind. 8 into 3, 24, 20 into 4. If you can figure out 96, you put, yeah, otherwise you do in a round. Then x cube, y. This one, 2 to the power 2, 4, 3 to the power 2, 9, 4 into 9, 36, 36 into 6, 216. Once you do so many calculations in maths, you will remember, it will improve x square, y square. This one, first give priority to the higher power. 3 to the power 3, 27, 27 into 2, 54, 54 into 4 also 216. X there, y cube. Then 3 to the power 4 is 81, y to the power 4. Right. Next students, like this question number 8. Question number 9, you give a try. Question number 10 is with minus. Huh? So then this section done. These like in the A-level paper. Now, why I didn't attach the past paper set, you won't get in the A-level paper. This has a question. So A-level question paper, you don't have this. But when you are doing some other calculations, in the marking scheme, these steps there. So you scored 1 mark. Now you are getting more marks here. You won't get like in O levels expand this. No. When you are doing some big calculations, these definitely they are in every paper. Right? So then this one. After trying this now, I'm going to say copy this. But you are not just copying, you are trying and checking. Say this. This you give a try, students. Right, power 3 will put, okay, after copying. Finish. Right. Look, students. A to the power 3, A to the power 2, B to the power 1. This is the first principle technique. If you learn with A and B, that's how it will store in your head. So you support that. A, B2, B3. So you have to get theory marks first. 1, 3, R2, 2 to go, 3, 1. Right? So we have a technique. Even power 3, I am putting that technique, not with the memory. So then this one you scored no marks. So this is answer 5 marks. So 1.5 marks already scored out of 100. Right? So then this will be 5 to the power 3. 5 to the power 2, 25 into 2, 50, 150. 2 to the power 2, 4 into 5, 20, 60. 2 to the power 3. Answer correct, students? Now we are doing the toughest one. And with that, we can finish this part. And students, maths is the practice. Maths is the practice, but now like most teachers and parents saying, now to practice this, say if you do 20 sums in this, and instead of 20, if you do 10 different types, I mean that. I'm not a teacher saying you should do many questions. I'm in the stand, you should do all models. With this model, doing many is waste of time. Because you have some other subjects also there, no? So I'm not giving in my tudes this question many. So you can see every question, there is something different. So something you can learn, it's different. Like now, the toughest one. Say you have 4x minus 2y or 3y will take to the power 5. So first time you have minus. And this can get students even this. Minus they can put to the front part even. Now usually if minus there, the teaching technique is you start with the plus, then put alternate signs. But that is wrong. Because if you have minus in the front one, and if you learn always you start with plus, if minus there you put alternate, that all the answers wrong. So you apply the technique. Technique is what whether minus in the first term or second term, you are reading this is A, this is B, that's it. So then A included minus also. That's the technique. A to the power 5, then you won't go wrong. See, sometimes first term even can get minus. A to the power 4B, first you have to score theory method marks. Power 5, 1 and 5 sure. 5 into 4, 2 into 1. So once you do few expansions, you will remember. 3 done, 3 to go. See how fast you scored 2 marks out of 100. Right? So then last answer mark. That can be wrong, so but still you have scored 10 marks. So now first give priority to this minus thing. So the order is that plus minus thing you give the first priority, then the coefficient, then the variables. So then minus to the power 5, minus to the power 5, odd power, minus will remain. Even power of minus plus, minus comes. Minus to the power 5 minus. 4 to the power 5. We know 2 to the power 10 is 1024. That you have the practice 2, 4, 8, 16, that thing. So 2 to the power 10, 1024, that is equivalent to 4 to the power 5. Why 4 is 2 to the power 2, no? Then 1024. x5. Minus to the power 4 plus. 4 to the power 4 is 2 to the power 8, 256. 256 into 3, that is students 250 into 3, 750. 6 into 3, 18. 750 plus 18, 768. Into 5. Into 5 means into 10 over 2. 768 into 10 is put in a 0, dividing by 2. 760, so that means 7680 over 2. That is to then 3840, I think. Yeah, 3840. That you can do in a rough paper even. And if you minimize, now say if you go to a mass class, now here no one there to leaflets and all, no, you go to a mass class, any subject. When you are entering, you are getting so many leaflets. In each leaflet, students, one side blank. Only one side there. They could have printed on both sides. Why they are giving? If both sides printed, students just like not checking even. Here, students in the class, when teacher teaching, you have to do some rough work. No, you are doing rough work in the other side. So now rough work and all, some parts you are writing there. Then you have to take that home. Then you will see what this leaflet is. Right? That's why they are keeping one side blank. So they are promoting this rough work thing. In my class, I am not promoting. I am saying one day your calculation will be very good, students, if you do it in mind. If you do rough work with A-level timing, it will be very hard to cope up. If you are writing simple calculations even in a rough paper, now if you do in this way, we don't need a rough sheet. You are doing in mind, it's hard, right? You will go wrong, but this one, later you will see, students, once you close your eyes, you can see a white screen. If you do practice this many times, these calculations in mind, instead of writing thing, you can see all the steps in mind in a white screen. So that if you do calculation, there's a thing, now say, if you learn some new rules, earlier technique is what? Earlier technique, sin A plus B, say, in trigonometry. Sin A plus B's rule is sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. Earlier technique what? If you found an equation, you read it many times and try to store here. Sin A plus B is what? Sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. Sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. Those all techniques. New technique what? Photo method. That's why your book should be in nice. Use colors. A-level, you have only black and blue colors. You are writing the paper in black. The changes in the earlier parts or diagrams comes. In the diagram, if you want to do changes according to your calculations, those you are putting in blue. Black and blue, so then the teacher knows, these are the initial data in this diagram. These are the ones you calculated and put to the diagram to figure out easy. So like that, two colors. But in writing, you can use black, blue, red, green, purple to keep book nice. Here can't, here no time. Later, once you go home, you can box it, you can highlight and all. Then photo method you can apply. Right? This one, sin A plus B, photo method means, in your book, if you write down in one color and box it, right, say, instead of reading many times, because that reading many times thing, students, when it comes new, now, so after maths class, if you are going for physics or chemistry, automatically the earlier thing deleted and new things comes. If you not stored. If you stored, in maths, now what they found is, you are using like somewhere around 18% of the capacity. 14% to 18% of the capacity. Only in, so brain you have, you can do amazing things, students, if you handle this properly. Brain, you have a lot of space, but you are not using. You think it's too much for the brain. No. Right? Now say in chess grandmaster even, grandmaster can play like with some, like surely with 20 very good players, rated players. Grandmaster can, now he just walking and the play, now it's like a tree diagram in chess. Once you move this, I can have this option, then I move this, have these options, like quickly you can figure out this tree diagram, this, and you are figuring out and playing. So just walking, so that much input, grandmasters only fighting for the chess championship. They even manage the brain up to around 30 to 35%. That means super speed students. A-level students, if you can reach to around 20%, that is more than enough for A-level timing. But that's hard. 20%. Now, usually you are in this level, you have to improve. So you can see how much difference. But still, timing super, if you can reach to 20%, 22%, but you have techniques. You should have techniques. So that is photo method is, you are looking at this. Otherwise, now I can remember all 515 batches earlier batches you check, never miss the equation. If you ask differentiation 25, I can write down all 25. Integration 40 equations there. Those are just two. All 40 I can write down. You can check this batch and that batch if no change. So everything's stored, right? And for London A-level 13 books maths. All I can say the chapter number and I can say this is one included and all. Never look in London A-level students knows, never look in a textbook when teaching. Local A-level, so never referring. So all stored. So storing method is you just look this. You just look the students and sudden, at once you close your eyes, right? At one, now look this, concentrate. Once you close eyes, you can see the picture. If can't, you look again, that means not trained. You look this and close your eyes, you can see the picture. If you can hold, that's what they found, if you can hold it for 10 seconds, that picture, I can see the picture with colors and all. That means it's stored. It's stored forever. If you are believing the next birth also this be there. You are taking the, if you are believing, that is now what I believe. Say if you believe you are going after the death, you are going for the heaven, according to your belief, what you get. Now say you are believing that. You are believing that after the death you will go for the heaven. You will go for the heaven. If I believe after the death, rebirth, and I am again in this, like if I believe that, I will go for that. So then, if you try to compare religions and say, no, this religion true, this religion wrong, no, all religions true. All will happen according to your belief. Right? Heaven is also true, rebirth also true. If you believe only, you will achieve that. You will get that. Right? So now, the students now want to like that photo method plus technique. That is what? Instead of reading this many times, sin A plus B, sin A cos B plus cos A sin B, if you put some features and close your eyes, that is, it will be easy to store. That is, sin A plus B is not the obvious answer, sin A plus sin B. Right? So now say sin 30 plus 45 degrees. Answer is not sin 30 plus sin 45. Now if I not explain this and ask students what's the answer this, you will say that is sin 30 and sin 45. Sin 30 if you check in the cal 0.5. Sin 45 if you check in the cal students 0.707. Right? 1.414 divided by 2. Yes, this. Addition 1.207. Sine angle, you got an answer more than 1. If you think this is the obvious answer. Sine is what? Any angle, sine is what you learnt in O levels. Opposite over hypotenuse, right? So sine is opposite over hypotenuse. What we found, opposite is bigger than hypotenuse. Impossible. Can you draw a triangle opposite is bigger than hypotenuse? Hard. So that means this is wrong. That means obvious thing is not the correct thing all the time. Many times obvious thing is the wrong answer, right? So then we should know, so what, when you are storing, if you give some commands, sin A plus B is never sin A plus sin B. Sin A plus B is, it will take turns, sin and cos, same sign. With that, you look at this instead of reading many times, because if you read 100 times even, when chemistry physics comes and if you watch films and all these phones, you addict to phones, right? So when you addict to phone, this memory, most of cells goes for that, less cells for your learning, right? What you should do is, you learn a lot, then brain got pressurized, then take half an hour and watch films, music, matches. That will be very relaxed for. Now if you say, no phones for students, I'm not in that stand. Phones should be there. You learned all and you also have it's stress. Then you watch a match. Listen to videos, listen to music, videos, those all, then relax. Then next day it's refresh. And your best time, students, this is not the lesson, but these all needed. In first few lessons I am saying these instructions. And students, in between 1 a.m. to 3 a.m., this time if you are in a deep sleep, now say if you are going for bed after checking with phone and all, like 12:30, 1 o'clock, if you are going to bed, then, right, then the thing is, you are not in deep sleep. Like, if you go to bed like 12 o'clock, like something, once you go to bed, don't look the phone. Before going to the bed, you watch all videos, cricket matches, all. Once you go to bed, students, don't look the phone. Then you sleep. After half an hour, when you get into deep sleep, all the things you learn, right? Your brain start working on that and storing in different files. Brain is amazing, but no one knows how to handle that. But if you go with the phone and you are playing, you are watching, if you want to watch matches, don't. Once you go to bed, don't use the phone. So then, in your deep sleep, students, this time, if you reschedule all and it will show it. Otherwise, if you not you do these techniques, A level you can't. Right? If you think O levels I did, now after you get results, 9 A's, if you think I got 9 A's by doing 3 months, okay. O levels can. Right? See this syllabus, one subject syllabus. If you not practice first 3 months A levels in this proper manner, A level finish. O levels you need last 3 months probably. A level first 3 months, if you not do it in this manner, you feel, I'm late. I can't stay in this class. Right? I should find another class. Then you are finding another class. Teacher is a cheater. Right? Teacher starts first day with easy maths. Everyone thinks, this is A-level maths. Everyone satisfied. So he can gather so many students, but he's never going to cover the best parts of maths because he wants to encourage students to believe you can do maths. Maths is easy, right? Maths is easy. You can do maths. So after few months only, when term test comes only, they will believe what they know and other students know is big difference. Your score is low. Then too late. So you can find so many easy classes. That's why I use the word cheater. Whether it's one student here or like 10 students here or 20 students here, teacher should not change his technique. Teacher should know now, first day, you go to any other class. This not the lesson. Some easy things doing, because to encourage students, foundation. Now some students are asking me, sir, foundation means we thought student O-level foundation doing, you are doing A-level, no, this from the first day. This is the only way, students, you can cover the syllabus. So improve your these ideas. Now these ones you can try. Any new things, any 550 in math, any new things, you look at this and hold it, and some features also there. If you can hold, if you can see the picture for 10 seconds, it will store, right? Any new things. So with this technique, you can improve your brain cells, all capacity, all, it will automatically store. Don't try to put just before the exam. If you try to put them, students, it's like never working for A levels. Right. Now we'll see, while doing the lesson, I'm giving some instructions only in first few lessons. Right. Okay. Now students, this one. Minus to the power 3 minus. That's the first thing you should see. High power you give priority. 4 to the power 3, that is 2 to the power 6, that is 64. 3 to the power 2, 9. 64 into 9. 64 into 10, 640. 164 you have to subtract. From 64, from 640, when you are subtracting 64, that 40 cut off. 640, no, you are subtracting 60. Now you can say, why sir, we can do no. 64 into 9. 9 into 4, 36. 3, 60 into 9, 54, 576. No. Why you are doing this much hard ways? No, we want to improve our brain, no, students. You can do rough sheet, but I am saying, no, waste time and do things. You can see like amazing things you can do in mind. Tough calculations you can. If you do in a rough sheet, brain is still there, still no, not improved. You will get now fast, but the students who have done in mind, finally they are very fast. Like, so giving some small techniques, 64 into 9, 640. You have to cancel another 64. So cancel that 4600, another 24 to cut 576. Right? So then this is 576 into this. X cube y square. This one minus to the power 2 plus. Give high priority, high power, 3 to the power 3, 27. 4 to the power 2, 16. Now 27 into 16, students. 27 into 16 will go for 27 into 4 into 2. Now this you can just write down and get 27 into 4. 5408. Into 2, 216. Then 27 into 16, even 216. So some methods there, finally it will be very helpful. Then 216 into 10, 2160. Minus to the power 1 minus. 3 to the power 4. That is 81. Right? 81 into 4. 8 into 4, 320. 1 into 4, 4, 324. 324 into 5. 324 into 10 is 3240. I can see that white screen. 324 into, that is 3240. Multiplying by 5 means multiplying by 10 and dividing by 2. I can see 3240. So I can easily divide by 2 because I can see that. So 3240 dividing by 2, 1620, no? 1620. So this, now you will feel this is IO waste of time. But this is improving. 3 to the power 5, 243. 5 to the power 5. So this is like high rated one. Plus minus, they are big numbers, they are, okay students, finish, copy. තව ටිකක් ගන්න. Other days I'll give a break. Right, now we'll move to the next thing what we can get now in, yeah, finish copying. My classes students, all classes given 1 week holiday, that school holiday week, April 12 to 18th, 7 days there. Now, if you say 12 to 18, 6, no, it seems any like now, if you want to calculate, say 31 to 57, difference plus 1, rule. 57, 31, 26, no, actually 27 days, 27 numbers there. So 12 to 18, it seems 6, no? No, add 1, 7 days there. So April 12 to 18th holiday in all my classes. So that's the school also getting, you have anyway, no school, no? Right, okay. Now, so you have next Friday, but not week after. Next Friday you have. Next Friday you have. Today, 4th, no? Okay. Yeah. Now, the next type is when you have two products. See this one, question number 11. Question number 11, say you have 5x plus 2y into x minus y or 2x minus y square. Now students, the worst one in this lesson can get this also expansion, this also expansion. That's the worst one. This one, this is no expansion. No. You just keep this term and you expand this. A square, A, B, B is square. Always 1, then this number, you can remember this, but I am sticking to rules. Anything you can put. So then this is this there. This expand. Okay, now students, 2 terms into 3 terms, you will get 6 terms. 2 into 3, 6, no? First multiply by 5x. 5 into 4, 20, powers get added. Next term, 5 into 4, 20, x into x, x squared, y. 5, x, y squared. When you are writing the next one, students, you start from here. Then you can see they are matching. Now 2y into this, no, don't try here. Here try 2 into 4, 8, x square y. Minus 8, xy squared. Then 2y cube. Then the answer 20x cube minus 12x squared y minus 3xy squared plus 2y cube. Idea getting? No? Okay, try. Finish. Then you try one. Okay. Right, you try, students, this one. Okay, you start. Right, start. x minus 3y keep, this one expand, multiplied by x. You can see everywhere patterns. Check students. Answer matching. If you went wrong any step, you put in red, you correct it in red. Don't use tip X. If you use red pen, you know they are went wrong and you will never go wrong again. But if you use tip X, you can't see your errors. Then you will do these errors in the exam as well. Right? Okay. Now, second section. I'm going to do only till 9:15 today. Second section, so only 15 minutes there. This is called factorization. So all the models done, students. Homework mark, tut. Now I can give so many questions, but see, I have given only 15 questions. These expansion 1 to 15 for homework. Mark 1 to 15, these for homework, right? With this knowledge, I could have given so many, but I am putting models only. Right. Now students, factorization. Right, first thing you are going to learn, okay, concentrate, look. First thing you are going to learn, a squared plus b squared, no factors. If you try to say any answer for this, all the answers wrong. No one can factorize this. If you say why a squared plus b squared is a plus b into a plus b, no. If you say a squared plus b squared is a plus b into a minus b, no. You multiply and see in this manner, never you will get this. So first thing you should get the idea, a squared plus b squared, no factors. But it will be useful writing or express a squared plus b squared in the form for tough questions, this or this. Both are wrong. I said no factors. Then a squared plus b squared won't be this, right? But you can write down in that because we know in that expansion a squared plus b squared there, additionally 2ab already included. Subtract 2ab. This is equivalent to this. But you can't say no, this is factorization. Factorization means no added parts. So, but it will be useful to know a squared plus b squared is equivalent to this expression. Right? If you expand, 3 terms comes, middle term cancel and matching. This one, if you expand a minus b square, even a square comes. Minus b square even plus b square comes. These two comes. Here already included minus 2ab. So therefore unbalanced. To balance it, do the wrong thing, then correct it. Right? This will be useful for tough questions. You should know this idea. Right? Idea getting, students? Right? No factors but. Now first factorization comes this. What are the factors? A plus B, A minus B. Next thing comes, students, first principle technique. If you got A to the power 4 minus B to the power 4, using the earlier technique, I can write down what? Guess? A square plus B square, A square minus B square. Using the earlier technique. This comes in this manner. Maths means patterns. Plus minus comes, this comes. If 4 there, plus minus thing comes, power 2's comes. But you can't leave this. Further factorization there. Therefore, this one is this. You can say, okay, we can write down this straight away, but some questions we have to stop here. So better do it in steps. Some questions we have to do this. Some questions only you are going to write down this according to the question. Nature of the question you have to decide. So don't try to memorize this. Learn the technique. Then in steps you can fast get. Right? Now this third one, students. A cube plus B cube. A square plus B square, no factors. Only this no factors. Others all factors there. This one you have factors that I don't think you learn in O levels. This is not A plus B's whole thing cube. If this is called sum of cubes. Sum of squares, no factors. Difference of squares, factors there. Sum of two cubes, factors there. This one comes obvious choice. Other one, no two, opposite sign. This how memorizing, I'll prove this. First thing you have to memorize the correct answer. A cube plus B cube, sum of two cubes, answer, obvious choice. One linear factor, one quadratic factor, equivalent to cubic thing. This cubic. Linear factor, obvious choice. This one, no two comes, opposite sign. You guess, students, I'll prove this. You guess difference of two cubes, answer should be, maths means patterns. What? Say louder. Maths means patterns. What? A minus B is the linear factor, quadratic factor. A squared plus AB, no two times. Here, plus. Always square part comes plus. You just copy, I'll do the proof. Copy up to this. Sorry. If you see this, can you guess? Maths means patterns. What's the answer? Can you guess? If that comes this one comes what? What? You can guess. Maths means patterns. 3 terms there. 3 terms there, there's a chance, and 2 corner squares, there's a chance of a perfect square. Because perfect square features are 3 terms and squares in the corner. You can guess the answer. A plus 1 over a square, good. See, patterns means that for a plus b square should come this square, yes, this square, yes, 2 times this into this. This into this, a get cancelled, 2 will remain. Got it? Right? Okay, now sixth one. A square minus 2ab plus b square. Give me the answer. A minus b square. If you have this, guess the answer. 1 over a square. Right? Seventh. If you have this student, right? If that maths means patterns, if this, that comes this, can you guess the answer? A plus c square, yes. So then you remember a plus b plus c square, you come 6 terms. Can you guess this? I need signs correctly. Signs perfectly I want. No. That answer correct. Minus a plus b plus c correct. Why? Pattern means this square, this square, this square comes, squares always plus. Whenever you take with a, it comes minus, but these two plus. Another way can one get, can say the answer. If you get a minus b plus c, no, then even say, no, not that. Wait, I made a mistake here. Whenever a involves this, that is a minus b minus c, no? Yeah. So that means what's the rule you learn, students? Inside a perfect square, multiplying by minus no harm. Then this one should be equivalent to this as well. One. So what's the rule? Inside perfect square, multiply no harm. Okay. Right. Guess this. Give me both answers. What's the answer? One answer. A minus b. Are you sure wrong? Say properly. A and B should get same sign. See? A plus B minus C is one answer. Another answer. What? Minus B plus C. Right. Okay, I'll stop with this. And students, you can do, even though I didn't do the proof, you can do these questions. But there's small thing you can do, students. In question number 2 also, you can do all, but don't do, put cross, don't do number 7 and 8. Roman numbers 7 and 8 don't do, others all you can. Roman numbers 7 and 8 in this, question number 2 don't do. Roman numbers 7 and, so Roman numbers 7 and 8, those two. Those two don't do, others all do. Right? Now I'll take one example. If you have This is question number, can you remember in the theory class we did earlier? Question number 12, 12. Then question number 13. See, you have this. Say you have 64a cube minus 27b cube. Always you should remember, students, we did difference between two cubes. But say this is x cube, y cube. You should figure out a and b properly. Whose cube first? Then only you can memorize and put. Whose cube this is? 4x cube. Whose cube this? 3y cube. Now you read a cube minus b cube. So you should remember without looking. Now if you look all the time what you learn, then this won't work. This is a cube minus b cube, a and b identified. Answer what? A minus b, a square plus ab, this is the practice, plus b square. You practice this, you memorize this. You read that but put this. Copy down this. Class over, I'll add this and I'll add all of you to the group. Then if you miss any, you can refer these. Right, students, good evening.